Day, June the 22nd, City Council meeting. I now call this meeting to order. Our pledge of allegiance and invocation, should he desire, shall be by our Vice Chair, Councilman Smith.
Sir, please rise and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Move the agenda, sir.
Thank you, sir. We have no special presentations this afternoon. Could I get a motion on the minutes? Have a motion on the, to approve the minutes with a proper second. Questions or comments before we vote? Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Councilwoman Coonrod. Councilman Byrd.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dotley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Burrs. Councilman Hester. Councilman Ledford. Councilwoman Hill. Vice Chairman Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Henderson.
Yes,
8 yeses.
the ayes have it. This afternoon, we have no ordinances. Oh, let's see, no ordinances on final reading. Moving now to ordinances on first reading under finance. Madam Clerk, would you read 6A, the alternate version, please?
An ordinance to amend the operations budget ordinance number 13558, known as the fiscal year 2020 through 2021 operations budget, amending section 6 so as to appropriate additional funds for the fiscal year activities from the narcotics fund reserves.
Councilwoman Burrs.
Move approval.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve item 6A, alternate version, with a proper second. Any questions or comments before we vote? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hill. Councilman Hester. Councilwoman Burrs. Councilwoman Dotley.
Yes.
Councilman Byrd. Councilwoman Coonrod. Vice Chairman Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Henderson.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Motion to approve 6A, alternate version, carries 8-0. Now moving to resolutions. Madam Clerk, if you would, let's, with no objection from the council, take A, B, and C together as a group, please.
Yes. Item A, a resolution authorizing the interim treasurer to amend by extending an agreement with SunTrust, now doing business as Truist Bank, for commercial and general bank services, including purchasing, cards, safekeeping, and custodial accounts for an extended period of 3 months ending September 30, 2021. Item B, a resolution authorizing the appointment of Matthew Glenn as a special police officer for the Land Development Office of the Department of Economic and Community Development to do special duty as prescribed herein, subject to certain conditions. Item C, a resolution to amend resolution number 29465, authorizing acceptance of grant contract with the State of Tennessee Department of Finance and Administration Office of Criminal Justice Program for the Victim of Crime Act of 1984 VOCA grant for a grant period to be extended from July 1, 2021 through June 30, 2022 in the amount of $600,000 with an increase to $200,000 for a total amount of $800,000.
Councilwoman Burrs, followed by Councilwoman Coonrod.
Move approval.
We have a motion on the floor to approve 7A, B, and C with a proper second. Any questions or comments before we vote? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Coonrod. Councilman Byrd. Councilwoman Dotley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Burrs. Councilman Hester. Councilwoman Hill. Vice Chairman Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Henderson.
Yes,
8 yeses.
so moved. Council, if you would pull out your purchases for this afternoon. Joda? Oh, I'm sorry. Julia, right?
Yes, I'm a little bit shorter than Brent.
We've got two pages of purchases. I need you to read through them like a disclaimer for a
Absolutely.
radio ad.
I'll do
please.
my best. I will do my best. All right. So our first purchase this evening, Parks Division of Public Works. We have 3 new blanket contracts for turf treatment and athletic field maintenance at select city parks. Contracts are for 12 months with the option to renew for 2 additional 12-month terms. Out of 4 bids received, the awards will go to 3 vendors as the best bids meeting specifications. Weedman Chattanooga for line items 1 through 17. River City Athletic Fields for line items 18, 19, 22 through 25, 31 through 33, and 39. Psych Services LLC doing business as City Green Services for line items 18, 20, 21, and 35 through 38. The total annual amount is $50,000. Item number 2, Parks Division of Public Works, second and final renewal with Recycle Away LLC and Sitescapes Inc. for waste and recycling receptacles for parks. Recycle Away submitted a price increase of 4.4% for one line item at the time of renewal. Sitescapes submitted a price increase of 4.2% for two line items at the time of renewal. The annual amount is $32,500 and the price increase is recommended for approval. Item number 3, Fleet Management Division of Public Works, new blanket contract for Harley-Davidson motorcycle repairs and maintenance. Contract is for 12 months with the option to renew for 2 additional 12-month terms. Out of 2 bids received, the award goes to White Lightning Harley-Davidson as the best bid meeting specifications. The other bidder, Dr. Dave Service, submitted a no bid. The annual amount is $26,000. Item number 4, Fleet Management Division of Public Works, first of 2 renewals for purchase of Ford F-550 Crew Cab 4x4 Nap Heidi flatbed body. Ford of Murfreesboro submitted a 4.5% price increase at the time of renewal. The annual amount is $111,726, and the price increase is recommended for approval. Item number 5, Fleet Management Division of Public Works, new blanket contract for bulk fuel. Contract is for 12 months with the option to renew for 2 additional 12-month terms. Out of 2 bids received, the award will go to Sweetwater Valley Oil Company, doing business as Valley Oil Company as the best bid meeting specifications. The annual amount is $1,370,000. Item number 6, Citywide Services Division of Public Works, name change. Santec Waste Services Chattanooga Transfer LLC was purchased by Capital Waste Services effective May 5th, 2021. The contract is for waste transfer, transportation, and disposal of municipal solid waste and construction and demolition waste. The amount remaining on the contract is $2,857,552.87, and the contract expires on September 26, 2022. Item number 7, Citywide Services Division of Public Works, first of 2 renewals with Roll Aid Industrial Supply Incorporated and D&T Trucking Company for purchase of gloves. Roll Aid Industrial Supply submitted a 30% price increase for 3 line items at the time of renewal. The increase is consistent with national price increases for PPE. The annual amount is $25,000 and the price increase is recommended for approval. Line item number 8, Citywide Services Division of Public Works, first of 2 renewals with Roll Aid Industrial Supply Inc. and Chattanooga Tractor and Equipment Inc. for purchase of chainsaw parts and supplies. Roll Aid Industrial Supply submitted a 16% price increase for 4 line items at the time of renewal. The dollar increase for the combined unit price of all 4 line items is an increase from $18.47 to $21.96. All 4 line items are for various types of oil. The annual amount is $25,000 and the price increase is recommended for approval. Line item number 9, Waste Resource Division of Public Works, first of 2 renewals with Polydyne Inc. for the purchase of emulsion polymer. Polydyne Inc. has submitted a 16.7% price increase at the time of renewal due to increases in raw materials costs and trucking costs. The annual amount is $1 million and the price increase is recommended for approval. Item number 10, Facilities Division of Public Works, new blanket contract for fencing repairs and installation. Contract is for 12 months with the option to renew for 2 additional 12-month terms. The original bid solicitation was advertised and 5 vendors were solicited directly. No bids were received. The bid solicitation was extended for 1 week and 1 bid was received. The award will go to River City Fencing Inc. as the best bid meeting specifications. The annual amount is $475,000. Line item 11, Human Resources, a new blanket purchase order for stop loss insurance for the employee and retiree health plan. The blanket purchase order is for 12 months with up to 3 renewals. The stop loss insurance will continue to be provided by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee with an annual premium of $543,000. We also have one RFP recommended for approval. The Transportation Department, now the Transportation Division of Public Works, has an RFP for project development and management consultant for infrastructure projects. We are requesting approval to issue the RFP, not approval to award a contract. An RFP is necessary as opposed to a sealed bidding because there is more than one solution to the scope requested, and competitive proposals will assist in selecting best solution. And if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to help answer those. Emergency purchase, we do have one emergency purchase to read into the record.
Hold on one second.
I'll wait.
You're doing a great job getting this all covered, but let's vote.
Separate that out.
Yeah, let's take a vote on these items and then we'll do the emergency purchase.
Perfect.
Okay. For the purchases for this afternoon, what is the pleasure of the council?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve tonight's purchases with a proper second. Any questions or comments before we vote? Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Hill. Councilman Hester. Councilwoman Burrs. Councilwoman Dudley.
Yes.
Councilman Byrd. Councilwoman Coonrod. Vice Chairman Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Henderson.
Yes.
8 yeses.
Okay, motion carries to approve tonight's purchases. Now, could you go over the RFP that needs to be,
Yes. Do you want me to go
Moved.
through that one more time and then?
please, so that
questions?
we
Yeah.
can put a motion on the floor?
So the RFP that is recommended for approval is from the Transportation Department, now the Transportation Division of Public Works. The RFP is for Project Development and Management Consultant for Infrastructure Projects. We're requesting approval to issue the RFP, not approval to award a contract this evening. An RFP is necessary as opposed to a sealed bidding process because there is more than one solution to the scope requested, and competitive proposals will assist in selecting the best solution.
Council, this motion will be just to issue the RFP. What is the pleasure of the council? We have a motion on the floor to issue RFP with a proper second. Any questions or comments before we vote? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Coonrod. Councilman Byrd. Councilwoman Dudley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Burrs. Councilman Hester. Councilwoman Hill. Vice Chairman Smith.
Yes.
Chairman Henderson.
Yes,
8 yeses.
so moved. Now, you have an emergency purchase to report.
Yes. I got going on a roll. You asked me to go fast.
You did, and I think
Uh,
we're going to replace Brent with you.
All right. I'll do that.
Jonah, could you notify Brent that he's been replaced? Thank you.
All right, for the emergency purchase, we have one emergency purchase to read into the record. Internal development of software for a new 311 app has been delayed in order to enhance the design and functionality of the app. An emergency purchase was necessary to extend the current contract with Excella before expiration in order to continue offering the current 311 app to the citizens. The amount of the purchase was $26,856.91. Internal development of the new 311 app will be completed before the extended contract expires.
All right, thank you. Council, do you have any questions on our emergency purchase? I'm seeing no questions. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, that takes us to committee reports. We'll just go around the horn. Council, if you have no report, you can just state no report. Councilwoman Coonrod. Would you pull your mic down, please, and hit your button so that we can. There we go.
ECD committee report next week. They'll talk about a pilot with pure graphite.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Byrd.
No report.
Councilwoman Dotley.
No report.
Vice Chair Smith.
No report, Chairman.
Councilwoman Burrs. Thank you. Councilman Hester, you got a Public Works and Parks Committee meeting next week, right? Thank you. Councilwoman Hill. Thank you. All right, that now takes us to our time in the agenda that we recognize persons wishing to address the council. Is there anyone present this afternoon in the audience by show of hands that would like to address the council this evening? All right. Madam Attorney, would you please read the rules to address the council?
Excuse me. Anyone wishing to address the council shall be recognized only by Chairman Henderson at the podium here. As I think our speaker knows, I'll still run through it. You may address the council on matters within the legislative and quasi judicial authority of the council. And you may limit your time to 3 minutes and keep it in the purview of this body.
Mr. IT, could we have 3 minutes on the clock, please, sir? There we go. All right, Ms. Mott.
Mariemont District 8. The patrollers was always hanging around at night to catch the Negroes that was visiting away from the plantations. And of course, when they told the Negro he couldn't go away from home, this was just what he wanted to do, because the patrollers couldn't whip a Negro unless he had a pass. But often we found that the master would do it anyways. And that came out of bully whip days, the slaves remember. I'm here because of Michael James, who filed a lawsuit against the city of Chattanooga because driving while black seems to continue to be a problem. And it's crazy. He didn't have any criminal record, never been arrested. He called because white children stole their parents' car, decided to crash it. And he wanted to make sure, even though they flipped him off, they were okay. The police showed up, they evaded arrest, ran into somebody's home. But do the white girls get arrested? Hell no, because only black children can get arrested, obviously, in this city if they do some stuff like that. But what happens to the man who reported the crime, who's African-American? His car gets illegally searched. You need a warrant for that, right? He has a breathalyzer test pulled on him, even though he was never aggressive. He has weapons pulled on him by all white cops. And then, even though the parents didn't want to press charges, he's accused of aggravated assault. Not only did the officers lie in their affidavit, but then they were allowed to resign. Because I guess that's just what white people can do in Chattanooga. They can lie on black people, they can accuse black people, and evade any sort of responsibility. But according to the Constitution, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge, that means to cut short, the privileges or immunities of citizens of these United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. That was written after we came out of chattel slavery because white people didn't want to consider us anything more than property. And so there were laws written into our Constitution, the founding document, to give us equal protection under the law. So if a white child can steal property, evade arrest, and not go to jail, how in the world did a grown black man who just called the police to do their job end up in prison? And still, on the back end, the only way that they can get some justice is to sue you, which is suing the people. And then you wonder why we come and we always have to talk to you guys and nothing ever changes. It's time for you guys to follow the Constitution. Stop praying to God if you're not even going to do right by the people.
Anyone else that would like to address the council this afternoon? Council, I am not seeing any other hands of persons wishing to address the council. What is your pleasure? So moved. We're adjourned.